Mike, check, check, check. Justin Hunt, it's all happening, and I do mean that it's all happening. Woke up this morning fresh with a fresh drop from Daylyt. 9-second applause. Now, this one's going to be interesting. This one's going to be interesting because it's called AYO. Now, I got to play it down the middle. Yesterday was a big day. Yesterday was one of those days we're going to stamp in hip-hop history. May 19, 2025, the day everybody came outside. I mean, there were so many dope joints from rising artists like Juice and Kai Cash and Jay Wan to unheralded, underappreciated artists, I might say, such as Curtis King and CJ Fly, to the main event which was fantastic, with Ray Vaughn, Joey Badass, bringing out Loaded Lux, and Daylyt, of course. Now, yesterday, I felt like Daylyt missed an opportunity yesterday because he really went into his battle rap box. He went heavy into the battle rap box, and the beat, as I talked about in my reaction, took me out of what he was saying. If he's going to be in that box, to me, he's got to turn the beat down or go with something simpler, right, for example. So today he's back with AYO, because yesterday was a big day for Joey Badass again. I mean, Ray Vaughn's track was crazy. GoldenEye. Ray Vaughn's track was crazy. I mean, I think to a degree we might have seen some technical abilities that we hadn't seen yet from Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn is crazy. 1 second applause. But the story is Loaded Lux coming out in support of Joey Badass, particularly with Loaded Lux and Daylyt having a battle that everybody wants to see that hasn't been able to come together just yet. And as I've been talking about the whole time, the main part of this is, can Joey Badass actually restore the feeling? Can he actually do it? And yesterday he had a bunch of New York reinforcements, and he's not running away from anybody. And definitely he's making the best songs. So let's see what Daylyt dropped this morning. This one's called AYO. That's where we are right now in this, from my assessment. Let's see what Daylyt got.
Look at the little New Yorkies. Ha! They want to run it with the big dogs.
That's nice. Little New Yorkies running with the big dogs, the top dogs. I rock with that. 1 second applause. Out the gate.
Look at the little New Yorkies. Ha! They want to run it with the big dogs.
Hey, kids, man, go tell your son to sit down somewhere, man.
He said, hey, kids, go tell your son to sit down somewhere, man. He's talking about Jay Wan. Jay Wan is Jadakiss' son. He's one of the artists who popped out yesterday, too, jumped in this back and forth cipher, East-West cipher right here. 1 second applause to Jay Wan. But that's funny.
They want to run it with the big dogs.
Hey, kids, man, go tell your son to sit down somewhere, man.
Dogs. Hey, yo. Okay, I thought it was a fair fade. The Breathe sample, that was just to show you how I air made nothing.
Nice off the top. The Breathe sample. So the Breathe sample is one of the samples that he used in his track yesterday, Word to My Mother. Fabulous is Breathe. Probably maybe Fab's most classic rap track. Maybe my favorite track from Fab, actually. 1 second applause for Fabulous. Want to show you, the Breathe sample is to show you how air made. So like you breathe, you make air, but then like air, H-E-I-R. I take it as H-E-I-R. Air made, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying he's coming for the crown. This is how the heir to the throne is created. Nice.
Fair fade. The Breathe sample, that was just to show you how I air made. Nothing cost me. All it took for Joe was a cup of coffee. Hard luck, 1 cup of coffee or get a Starbucks. Oh.
Okay, there we go. So we got the coffee reference. That's what they call, that's another name for coffee. Joe, cup of Joe, right? All right, so he's got the coffee reference and the Starbucks reference. Let's hear that one more time.
Cost me. All it took for the Breathe sample, that was just to show you how I air made. Nothing cost me. All it took for Joe was a cup of coffee. Hard luck, 1 cup of coffee or get a Starbucks. Oh, you sweet, for instance. That freak you mentioned, you was in Daddy's studio taking beat submissions. Wanna play piggyback?
Crazy right there. 1 second applause. He's talking about Joe Coffey. He said he's sweet. He's in Daddy's studio, Daddy's house. I think that's what Diddy called his studio. Taking beat submissions.
Instance, that freak you mentioned, you was in daddy's studio taking beat submissions. Wanna play piggyback trust? You ain't really that tough. Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff.
Pokemon lover, your favorite one is Jigglypuff. Let's see what Jigglypuff look like. Let's see what Jigglypuff look like. This is Jigglypuff right here. This is what Jigglypuff look like. Oh God, he's got a phallic forehead. Nice bar. 1 second applause.
Piggyback trust, you ain't really that tough. Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff. Fight two, let's fill the floor seats. A contradiction from a 1v20 to a 2-on-1. I assure sleepers roar peep.
He flipped that nice from a 1v20 to a 2v1, right? Because Loaded Lux and Joey Badass were on the same track yesterday.
Contradiction from a 1v20 to a 2-on-1. I assure sleepers roar peep. Time to put your core deep. You love first love. They had your ass in the pool sore before me.
Love first, love versus love. So love is Diddy. He said they had you in the pool. Sore before Meek. Sore before Meek. 1 second applause. Yo, they are, that's the angle. That's the angle everybody running with right now. Everybody is running with this Joey Badass and Diddy angle. I mean, you know, and Diddy's on trial. So I guess bare minimum increases virality. 1 second applause.
Floor seats. Contradiction from a 1v20 to a 2-on-1. I assure sleepers roar peep. Time to put your core deep. You love first love. They had your ass in the pool sore before me.
You love first love. That's still crazy. I like the wordplay on that.
50-foot beds you laid in. 2 Bitcoins and we got the taper you made. Man who begged a different option.
That's crazy. This is the second time. Ray Vaughn said that yesterday. Ray Vaughn said they got footage. Daylyt saying it today. Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Beds you laid in, 2 Bitcoins and we got the taper you made. Man who begged a different op. Pop on the average, brought my op in a savage. Body Lux in Times Square, go get a Dr. Manhattan. Top.
I like that right there. Body Lux in Times Square, go get a Dr. Manhattan. That's a nice punch.
I pop on the average, brought my op in a savage. Body Lux in Times Square, go get a Dr. Manhattan. Top.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. Dr. Manhattan was a monster. Now, I didn't know anything about Watchmen until the movie came out, and I watched that movie. I probably had to watch that movie a good 9, 10 times before I really appreciated what was happening in that movie. It's one of the more layered superhero films I've ever seen in my life. But Dr. Manhattan, he's the guy who they take a scientist and they shoot a whole bunch of nuclear rays into him, and he turns into like this big nuclear beast that can be as big as, or energy field that could be as big as a planet or a regular sized person. So I like that flip because I like Dr. Manhattan. I like the Watchmen. 1 second applause.
I pop on the average, brought my op in a savage. Body Lux in Times Square, go get a Dr. Manhattan. Top, I covered all of my tracks to get the playwriting. Scientific faggot, take 10,000 lux to equal Daylyt.
Whoa. That's fire. That is a fire rebuttal. Fire rebuttal, right? I like rebuttals that are based in truth, you know, a lot of times. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like tea spilling, you digging up dirt type truth per se, but like, okay, well, you're going up against Loaded Lux. You're going up against Loaded Lux, right? And his name is Daylyt, and the name flips have been wild throughout this entire battle. Everybody's been doing name flips, something crazy, right? I mean, Daylight's in the middle of it right now with Joe, Cup of Joe, all these different things. And that one right there, scientific fact, it takes 10,000 lux to make Daylyt. Let's go see. Typical lux, 10,000 lux to get ambient Daylyt. Right there, right here. So that's dope. That is dope. He backed that up. 1 second applause. That's fire.
All of my tracks to get the playwriting. Scientific faggot, take 10,000 lux to equal Daylyt. This is by far second quarter body up 50. My God, Ray with the chopper, show you this lidar. Sheesh. Back to you.
I like that up 50. My God, I like that.
Get the playwriting. Scientific faggot, take 10,000 lux to equal Daylyt. This is by far second quarter body up 50. My God, Ray with the chopper, show you this lidar. Sheesh. Back to you, Joe. All that acting ain't in the trenches. Don't be acting cool, Joe. Oh, I mean, I snapped for the fences, boy, then brought in my up.
Don't act. So he's back with the name flips again. I like that real quick. Acting Cool Joe, snap for the fences. Is that Cool Joe, snap for the fences? That's Cool Joe. I know Cool Joe is the term. And then there's Cujo, the dog, right? So I guess that plays off the top dog, et cetera, that's been running this whole time. So Cool Joe don't snap for the fences. This is dope. We hear it.
And acting ain't in the trenches, don't be acting cool, Joe. Oh, I mean, I snapped for the fences, boy, then brought in my art. Oh, we think I'm gonna go get Kendrick. Here you go.
Yeah, my bro, Daylyt.
And we're finished.
That's nice. That's a nice touch right there. I think that's from the Super Bowl conversation. The Super Bowl conversation that Ebro and Nadeska had with Kendrick right before, the day before his performance. And he was talking about, which I always thought that was a funny rebuttal too, because there's that Drake line where he says, I study battle rap for a living. And in this one, Dot was saying, yo, I really watch battle rap all the time. And he shouts out Mook, Lux, Tay-Rock, and my bro Daylyt. That's where they came from. 1 second applause. Nice touch, Day. Nice touch.
In my art. Oh, we think I'm gonna go get Kendrick. Here you go.
Yeah, my bro, Daylyt.
And we're finished. Senior assignment, I lean your alignment. Best join New York, got an L with Ortiz behind your reminder.
What's that right there?
Senior assignment, I lean your alignment. Best join New York, got an L with Ortiz behind your reminder.
Said Joe got an L with Ortiz behind you. Joel Ortiz from New York City, from Brooklyn, I believe. I think he's from, where's he from? Williamsburg? I think he's from Brooklyn. Bodega Chronicles signed to Dr. Dre for a while, like a lot of people. I don't think he ever put anything out with Dr. Dre. But probably best known for Slaughterhouse. Probably best known for Slaughterhouse. I like this bar. 1 second applause.
Senior assignment, I lean your alignment. Best join New York, got an L with Ortiz behind your reminder. I'm the assignment for weak declining. Hip hop ain't equal sided. All the shit we needed to pop was your way, but we was violent. Violate you.
Man, I missed that. Look at that.
Declining hip hop ain't equal sided. All the shit we needed to pop was your way, but we was violent. Violate you every way possible. Shit, we fly bait and die with your eyes wide open, nigga. You dilated.
Violate you every way possible. Die with your eyes wide open. We dilated. West Coast do be violating. They do be violating. I listened to Ray Balls yesterday. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's what happens. That's what happens if you tell somebody that's too much. This is the D-Link and they talking about. I think this is what they mean. This is what happens. West Coast do be violating. Die with your eyes wide open. You dilated. Right. So dilated, eyes dilated. There's that. I think it's also die elated. I think you take that as die elated, like you die happy. I'm not sure if I'll get that one all the way. Let's hear.
Violate you every way possible. Shit, we fly bait and die with your eyes wide open, nigga. You dilated. 2 fingers over the eyes closed and God show. Body in the street, no name. What happened to John Doe?
That's fire too. Body in the street, no name. What happened to John Doe? Right. And so I think he's talking about Loaded Lux right now. Loaded Lux's real name is John Luck. John Luck, L-U-C-K, I think, or maybe it's L-U-C-K-S. His real name is John Luck. And he's like, die in the streets, no name, what happened to John Doe? Nice. 1 second applause. I'll rock with this.
Over the eyes closed and God show. Body in the street, no name, what happened to John Doe? Why we gotta do this right now, John? No repeating this. Bodies look expensive on paper. Lux, you're reading this.
Bodies look expensive on papers. Lux, you're reading this? Fire. That's so dope. That is so dope right there. 1 second applause. Bodies look expensive on paper. Lux, you reading this? Luxury reading this? Oh, God. Daylyt. 1 second applause.
Why we gotta do this right now, John? No repeating this. Bodies look expensive on paper. Lux, you're reading this. The death route beyond what they call a God. I'm the best out. The future is your name.
The death out beyond what they call a God. I'm the best out. Now, on Word to My Mother, there was a lot of Grim Reaper stuff happening in that one. He was the Grim Reaper one. He took a Grim Reaper approach in that one. Now this one, since he's talking about Lux, there's no part of me that believes that he had this written. Like, I think he probably wrote this last night. I haven't talked today at all. And so I think it feels like he's carrying on from the theme or a lot of the imagery he was rocking with in his last video that he dropped. But that just sounds so dope. Let's hear it again.
Happened to John Doe. Why we gotta do this right now, John? No repeating this. Bodies look expensive on paper. Lux, you're reading this. The death route beyond what they call a God. I'm the best out. The future is your name. Just take the L, you get X'd out. The toughest.
The future is your name. Just take the L, you get X'd out. Lux, L-U-X. Take the L, you get X'd out. That's nice.
On what they call a God, I'm the best out. The future is your name. Just take the L, you get X'd out. The toughest play. Joey, I scuff your face. You a muffin cake. Sound up and down on you clowns. Go in, fluctuate. The concrete rubber rap scuff.
Fluctuate. Go ahead and fluctuate. Is that what he said? Lux schemes and name flips are crazy.
Face you a muffin cake, sound up and down on you clowns, go in for luxuate. The concrete rubber rap scuffle without the rubber grip, the street tough. That's a double dish, Joe on your deluxe. Back by
That's a double diss, Joe on your deluxe. Second applause. Loaded Lux, all your D, Joe. Oh my God.
Rap scuffle without the rubber grip, the street tough. That's a double dish, Joe on your deluxe. Back by popular demand, Watson the stand. You know, good kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. Flow.
I like that. I love the way he's riding this right here. Backed by popular demand, watching the stands. You know, good kid, Mad City cover, not advanced. Is that what he said? That's smooth the way he rocks that. And the way the beat comes in, that's dope. 1 second applause.
Popular demand, Watson is grip, the street tough. That's a double dish, Joe on your deluxe. Back by popular demand, Watson the stand. You know, good kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. Flow.
Not that advanced. You know, backed by popular demand, watching the stands. You know, good kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. No, and KNOW. You know, good kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. But also, UNO, good kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. Oh my God, that's hard.
By popular demand, Watson the stand. You know, good kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. Flo Bronson in the nick of a time. There's no stopping. Heat out scoring on both of you niggas. It's Joe Johnson. I flow like the.
That's crazy. Joe Johnson. Shout out to Joe Johnson. 1 second applause. One of the best mid-range games, one of the forgotten stars, I'd say. Like, he was a perennial all-star. And the Hawks always had a great regular season record, and then they would always lose like in the first round. Joe Johnson, one of the most overpaid players ever. I don't think he was a star. He broke out in Brooklyn and then he went to Atlanta. I don't know what was happening with the league right now, but Joe Johnson got game. 1 second applause.
Time, there's no stopping. Heat out scoring on both of you niggas. It's Joe Johnson. I flow like the godson. The difference is the Fred got an extra D in the IE. I'm hoping y'all run, focus your.
I'm flowing like Fred Godson. I'm flowing like Godson. The only difference is Fred got an extra D in the IE. Is that what he said?
Godson, the difference, no stopping. Heat out scoring on both of you niggas. It's Joe Johnson. I flow like the godson. The difference is the Fred got an extra D in the IE.
Extra D in the IE. Is he talking about the I in the Inland Empire? I feel like that's a Diddy reference. I'm not sure I get it all the way. Flow like the godson, which I guess would be Nas reference, or just a godson reference. He was talking about how he's the closest thing to God earlier. Now he's saying the only difference is there's an extra D in the IE. Let me see it again.
Johnson, I flow like the godson. The difference is the Fred got an extra D in the IE. I'm hoping y'all run. Focus, Joey, this about you and me. Them features whack, y'all killing me. The boy got blackballed, literally.
He said the features whack, literally. The features whack, you're killing me. The boy got blackballed, literally. Wow.
Joey, this about you and me. Them features whack, y'all killing me. The boy got blackballed, literally.
See, I don't know about that. They say, oh, it's supposed to be you and me. It's supposed to be you and me, Joe. You know, it's interesting because the whole time it was like, who's gonna come to Joe's defense? That was the narrative for the longest time. Who's gonna come and stick up for Joe? Well, Lux came and he did it on the track. And now he's like, these features are whack. But hey, you know, who said a rap battle gotta be all about the truth? 1 second applause. That's funny though.
Like the godson, the difference is the Fred got an extra D in the IE. I'm hoping y'all run. Focus, Joey, this about you and me. Them features whack, y'all killing me. The boy got blackballed, literally. I'm wild good. Let's take this little second to go talk about childhoods. 1999 to be exact, I was 14. 13 shells running from 12, 11 years is what they tell me. Attendants could never sell me. Had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate.
All right, this is fire. This is a crazy number scheme he's going right now. He says in 1999 he was 14. 1999 is Joey Bada's first album, his classic album. And he's counting down, but he's telling a story. So let's see what I'm gonna bring it back. Let's see what he's saying. I'm gonna let this rock to see if we can keep up with what he's saying, and then I'll leave some comments on it. But this is a new wrinkle we haven't seen yet in this battle, in this back and forth from really anybody. We haven't seen number schemes like that yet, right? And I'm not sure if we've heard storytelling like this within this battle. Right, because now it sounds like I was 14, I was 13. It sounds like Day is talking about him at different points. So this punch, however this lands, this setup, this is a crazy setup, it's a storytelling setup. Let's see where he goes with it.
Y'all killing me. The boy got blackballed, literally. Oh, I'm wild good. Let's take this little second to go talk about childhoods. 1999 to be exact, I was 14. 13 shells running from 12. 11 years is what they tell me. Attendants could never sell me. Had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate. By 7-6 East Coast, we moved in another space. Joey Watts was live. The time I took L's in numbers, but still I survived. They thought your boy was out for the count, but I tell them stop at 5. Now look at you, my new foe. You, Joe. Now we headed to the 3rd, but that's where I grew up at. I ain't scared. Any second I'm the one, it's time to spank you gangsters. 50 said it best, all you know about the Grape Street gangsters. G'd up, my brother shot 2 ops in front of my mom as they spent back as I watched them leave us. Bullets skipped my head, I hit the floor with no feeling, the pain was slow. Saw the shooter clearly, oh I remember his name was Joe. With all this being said, it's time to make my city proud. Joe couldn't kill me then and can't kill me now. No weapon formed against me, God will prevent it. Told you I ain't all the way human, heaven cut my percentage. It's a tough member, life for me was a rough limbo. Different disability, oh, the doc diagnosed me with up syndrome. You never heard of it, right? I was sworn in with pain. What it means is I'm a kid who was born with 2 brains. 50-50 vision, dyslexia, autism, got all that. Few things that's unknown, doc don't know what to call that. A special kid with special needs is no way as hell for us. 38 special, schizophrenic, shred with 12 of us. Mastered what they considered all my flaws, it was God. Now I'm unstoppable while I'm walking all in your yard. Why kick the door? I just ring the doorbell with a smile. Girl pregnant, open the door. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Is Joey here? Yes, he's in the back, come in. Soon as she turned around, split her in 2, I guess I love, homie. I told you I'm a monster, not a thug, homie. You find me on your staircase with your baby and her blood on me.
Crazy. He went Eminem. He went Eminem Chainsaw Massacre at the end. 1 second applause. That story is crazy. So he's telling the story. He's counting down from when he was 14 in 1999. And somebody tried to kill him. And that person's name was Joe. And he's like, that's not going to happen again. I'll play it again. We'll go through it. But I think he was, I can't remember if it was Bickery. I don't know if it was Bickery or Yer, or maybe Backpack. There was a track where he talked about being 14 in 1999 too. And so it feels like again, if you take what Daylyt's been saying over the course of these tracks, they all kind of connect. They all kind of, or at least there's elements of different aspects that show up consecutively in each drop. This is dope. 1 second applause. This is really dope, actually. Hold on.
The boy got blackballed, literally. Oh, I'm wild good. Let's take this little second to go talk about childhoods.
Oh, I'm wild good. Let's take a little second to talk about childhoods.
1999 to be exact, I was 14.
1999 to be exact, I was 14.
13 shells running from 12.
13 shells running from 12.
11 years is what they tell me.
11 years is what they tell me.
This could never sell me. Had the 9 on me. 13 shells running from 12. 11 years is what they tell me. Attendance could never sell me. Had
Attendance could never sell me.
the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate. By 7-6.
I had the 9 on me, make sure my mother ate by 7. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Here's is what they tell me. Attendance could never sell me. Had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate. By 7-6 East Coast. We moved
6 East Coast. 6 East Coast. We moved
in
to.
another space. Joey Watts was live. The time I took L's in numbers, but still I survived.
I took L's in numbers, but still I survived. Yo, he's putting this together.
Thought your boy was out for the count, but I tell him stop at 5. Now look at you, my.
Thought your boy was out for the count, but I told him stop at 5. I think that's based off of what happened yesterday. Because my town is a monster. My town is a monster. 1 second applause. They thought I was out for the count. I told them stop at 5.
L's in numbers, but still I survived. They thought your boy was out for the count, but I tell them stop at 5. Now look at you, my new foe. You, Joe. Now we headed to the 3rd, but that's where I.
Now look at my new foe, you, Joe. Now we headed to the 3rd. So in the beginning of the track, he was talking about he's up 50 in the 2nd. He said he was up 50 in the 2nd. Now we heading to the 3rd.
Count, but I tell him stop at 5. Now look at you, my new foe. You, Joe. Now we headed to the 3rd, but that's where I grew up at. I ain't
But that's where I grew up at.
scared. Any second I'm the one. It's time to spank you gangsters.
Any second I'm the one, it's time to spank you gangsters.
He said it best. Oh, you know about the Grape Street gangsters.
And 50 said it best. You know about them Grape Street gangsters. That is crazy. That is crazy. 3 second applause. Crazy right there. Yo, hey, yo. Oh, man. So styles make fights again. Styles make fights again. I think Joey right now is making the best music. I think Joey is making stuff that feels like what people want to feel. when they hear a track that's in a battle, when they hear New York, definitely what they want to feel. Joey's doing that right now. But I don't think anything I've heard from anybody is competing with this lyrically. I don't think, and to me, this is the most palatable Daylyt has been this week. Yesterday's was tough. It was a tough listen. Because the beat gets you off. This one right here, lyrically what he's doing, added in the storytelling raps, added in the counting schemes, the money schemes, the crazy name flips over here, and he's going at 2 cats, and he's going at Lux at the same time, which will be interesting, right? Because if I'm Joey, I'm not sure how often I'm going back at particular people on particular things. And now that Lux is in it and Daylyt and Lux have their own thing, that's actually really interesting. I mean, just the idea of that, right? The idea that we've been waiting to see these two battle on URL or whatever platform in a modern rap battle with all acapella. We haven't been able to get it, but right now we're watching them battle on wax. This is what Joey Badass did. Joey Badass brought us Lux versus Daylyt. 1 second applause. As a battle rap fan, you gotta appreciate that. Like, this is just a crazy moment. When the Rulers Back came out at the beginning of the year, I didn't think we was gonna end up here, and I'm happy for it. But this right here, Daylyt is doing his thing. This is top tier, top flight lyricism. Top flight security of the world lyricism right here. I die for this, okay? I die for this. This is amazing. 8.9 second applause. Crazy. Because again, styles make fights. What Joey did yesterday was crazy, but this is nuts. It's not going to connect on the same way as a song. But there's nothing that I've heard from anybody that is comparing to this lyrically. And for Daylyt, this is a better example of the mid-range. In that conversation with Curtis King and Punch was talking about how a lot of artists need to work in their mid-range. And he compared it to mumble rap. He said mumble rap and extreme lyricism are the same thing because nobody can understand it, right? And then you add production behind Daylyt, and his production is layered and dynamic. I actually think he should make his voice louder. I think he should make his voice louder and turn the production down for this particularly because of just how he is stylistically. I personally think that. But yesterday felt like his mid-range wasn't hitting to me. This is a way better example. And especially adding the storytelling aspect of it, when you deliver dope stories, people just connect with you anyway. This is fire. I love where we at right now. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Let me know if I missed anything. I always miss stuff, just so you know that. I'm happy to miss things because it also makes for better engagement. So feel free to point things out for me. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow the company man on everything. Follow the Justin Hunt podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.